Alright, good morning. Welcome to my channel. Mr. Sticky Fingers here. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Hope everyone's got some good plans for today. Everyone's healthy. And for those that aren't and going for something, I pray for you. Pray for things get better. My saying is now, not later. Anyway, this morning I am headed out to test ride an Indian motorcycle or two. So for those who don't know what an Indian is, it's basically the Harley's competitor, Harley Davidson. So you may ask, what am I going out there for? Well, I want to add another bike to the collection, and I want to my bike collection, which is 2 right now. Hopefully this is recording. If not, I'll just do a voiceover. So I want to add another bike to the collection, and I want something that's comfortable where I can ride my bike to 300-400 miles, 200 to 400 miles, like up to I live in Southern California, maybe up to Santa Barbara, Vegas, maybe even up north to Yosemite area. So I had first started looking at the BMW 1250 RT, which is definitely, I'm considering that, because that's kind of a cross in between is, and I'll drop that video on that review here shortly, if I haven't already. I love that bike. It's definitely almost like you're on a sports bike, because you can lean it through the canyons, the twisties. It's fast, it's got a lot of torque. Doesn't have the top end as like a V4 SP, but an amazing, BMW has probably some of the best technology on a bike. So I'm really considering that. And then I want to look at the cruiser life. It is another life. It is another type of bike. I am going to be looking at the Challenger and the Pursuit. And those are bikes that are kind of the faster bikes, but the Pursuit is has a little bit more baggage, a little bit technology. And then the Challenger is kind of the Pursuit without like I said, some of the, has a upgraded rear shock, electronic suspension. It's got whatever those things called, back suitcase, where you can store a bunch of stuff in your helmet. So anyway, I'm just now getting used to the terms. Anyway, so if I choose like an Indian, it's another life, it's a cruiser life, and I think that's pretty, let's say, curious, interesting. So I'll still have my sports bikes, and then I'll have a totally different type of bike in an Indian. Why Indian over Harley? I don't know. I was introduced to Indian, liked it. Who knows? Maybe I'll go to a Harley dealership. But I've done a lot of research, and this Pursuit that they just came out with has more technology, just as fast in the Harley. So anyway, I am going to try to record the event. Hopefully I have enough battery. I did bring an extra battery, but I don't know if it's charged. So hopefully you'll be able to record this event, or this test ride. I'll see you guys there.
Yeah, I've had big pucks like that before. So real quick, it's a fob like this, right? You can lock the bags and all that stuff with this. But basically, you're just going to keep that in your pocket.
Okay.
Everything on here is pretty simple. Power button here. That'll turn on the electronic everything. Neutral indicator is there. To start the bike, this position has this button has 3 positions. All the way up is off. Halfway down, we'll prime the fuel pump. All the way down starts it, okay?
Okay.
Turn signals are right here, just like your bike, left, right. Click in to turn off. They're self-canceling. I'm sure you don't care too much about the radio.
No.
Stiffen it up a little bit?
Can we put in sport or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to start off in sport?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Nice. Sport's real twitchy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, let's start off in standard. Yeah, let's start it first.
Starting standard, and we'll stop and we'll pull over. And if you want to try sport from there, we'll be good.
Okay.
You want to tune the suspension up a little bit, or just leave it how it is?
Let's leave it how it is, and unless she thinks there's a better setting or.
It's really personal preference. You tell me. We'll ride it now, and like I said, we'll pull over.
Okay.
If you wanna stiffen it up, we can. So.
Okay. So stiffening it up would be more like a sports bike or less?
Yeah, I would say definitely got pretty stiff suspension. So
okay.
This is going to be more of like a touring setup. So, well, I'll just let me do it for you real quick. I'm going to set it for light luggage with 2 people on it, so it'll be a little stiffer for you.
Okay.
So it should feel good.
Okay.
If anything goes wrong, horn right here. If you feel like anything's wrong, pull over, and I'll be constantly looking behind me to make sure you're right behind me.
Okay.
If there's wrong, pull over, give me a honk. Windshield adjustment is right here, and this one you can just double click twice. It'll automatically go up and down. So.
Okay. No, it's going to be a heavier bike, so I just got to get used to it.
Yeah.
Same thing, everything's the same.
Same.
Okay.
So controls aren't any different. So it is a heavier bike. I mean, my opinion on that is just when you're coming in the corners, a little bit more throttle always helps keep that weight planted to the ground.
Okay.
But I mean,
yeah.
What you're comfortable with. So
okay.
You've been riding a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Pretty quick, light, it's just different. I mean, literally, it's so different. Still in 3rd gear. Not sure if I'm supposed to be in 3rd gear. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think it's better in 4th gear. I got my bird helmet on. So anyway, why am I doing this? Just looking for something different. I do feel more comfortable on that BMW 1250 RT because it's just not as heavy. But I know that's just something getting used to. I'd have to really change these handlebars because I know you get them higher. Forget how to make the windscreen go up. Which button? Oh, it's right here. There we go. The thing is so heavy compared to a sports bike. I can imagine how heavy it is when someone else is on behind you. Now I will say that it's heavy, but this bike does a really good job of what do you call it? Evening out the weight, so it doesn't feel as heavy as it looks. Because when you first look at this thing, it looks like you're on a little bus or something. But it's very flickable. I'm moving it around like this, very light. Definitely has torque. I mean, you guys can see that. Hopefully go somewhere where I can really see how much torque it really has. But I got one of the this is Indian motorcycle Redlands. I got the leader in front of me on this ride. Oh. Why didn't it go to first? Okay, see if I can make this turn without so apparently you got to give more gas on the turn. There we go. Oh, I'm in neutral. Woo! That was false neutral. I almost ate it there. Went false neutral back there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where was it? Between second and third, or?
I went from second down to first and it went into neutral.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
How does it feel riding a bigger bike like this?
It's different. Like when I first came out of the parking lot, you're right, you have to give it more gas when you're turning, otherwise you got to put your foot down. So
yeah.
So I got kind of used to that. Yeah. Yeah.
I know it's just a short little one, but what do you think so far?
It feels good. It feels a lot lighter. And being able to move it more than it looks. It looks really heavy, but it doesn't feel as heavy. Yeah, for my first time, I guess.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the biggest thing when I started running bigger bikes like this that was hard for me to learn was just like you really I've always said these are bikes of commitment, right?
Yeah.
You grow into these bikes.
Yeah.
The years of riding and committing into corners, right?
Right.
On this, you make that corner and you commit, and there's no going back. You just throttle off, and you better just lean fucking hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially when you get into some of the twistier ones, right? You're just leaning hard as you can.
Right.
To go through.
Right. So
I mean, how we were doing about 75, 80 on the highway, felt pretty smooth and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, had a lot of torque, like you said. I was able to, get up to you pretty quickly. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah.
Anything you want to change for right now? Or?
No.
Okay. Cool.
No. Feels good.
How you feeling, Ryan?
Man. I'm gonna get used to the shifting the gears. Not as comfortable, or maybe I'm not as used to it. I feel the back wheel keeps slipping. First, getting ready to go on some twisties. Can't do the gears right. Wish I had a quick shifter. I should have had a quick shifter. So I'm having a hard time doing a smooth shift. So that's what I'm trying to do correctly. But see, it keeps jumping. I don't know how to stop it from doing that. I don't know if that's the bike or just me. But very clunky. Jumps up every time I want to shift it. Now he set the suspension for, I think, a baggage and 2 riders, so it's a little bit more stiffer than normal. So road closed ahead, so it more resembles the sports bike. I don't want to put my knee out. Detour. Close the road off. Went into neutral again. Well, I wasn't even put my foot on the rear brake. Getting shifted out. Oh, I'm doing a really bad job of this. Oh my gosh. Downshift is okay, but my upshift is pretty bad. Let's try it again. Okay, that was better. Alright, that's better. Getting used to it. Ooh. What's that?
A new unique challenge?
Yeah, I finally figured out halfway. I finally figured out the shifting to make it smoother. Because usually on a sports bike, you rev match and you go like that. But in here you have to, I think you pull the clutch in, you wait a little while, but you don't have to give it as much gas. Because at first I was going clutch, and we'll go like that. It would be jerky, and then I figured out just how to smooth it out. So yeah.
Well, one of the things too is like, what's that thing Redline at? 14.
That one's 12, 5, 13, right around there. Yeah.
This is only 6.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, gotcha.
You have such a low rev range.
Yeah.
And that's why you're actually shifting a lot more on big cruisers.
Okay.
Like on these on ramps, right? Like in second, I'll hammer it to give it a bunch of power.
Right.
But later, I'm in pretty much 5th and 6th by the time I'm on the first.
Oh, okay.
It's like a sport bike where you're in 4th and then you go like the 6th.
Okay.
I should have said that.
Okay.
There's some of the bikes you're used to where you can just cruise everywhere in second and third.
Yeah, they don't like it, but like the leader bikes, you can do that, but it just doesn't like it. It's like this one. I noticed it rode better in the much higher gear. So yeah.
They're definitely a little different. So.
Yeah.
You think a little too much in the rear, or what do you think?
No, I mean I just gotta get used to it. So it's just a completely different type of ride. It's
A little more than your Australia, huh?
yeah. That's only 400, maybe 405 pounds. So. I gotta get used to riding. Alright, so that's it with the Indian. Thoughts. So, I still gotta think about it, because okay, gotta get used to riding my Aprilia now after being on that big old bike. I didn't feel as comfortable as I thought I would, and I know, going from a sports bike to that type of bike is different, and it's gonna take a little while to get used to. But that's my apprehension there. I do know that once I get used to it, I know it'll be a more comfortable bike. It'll be a different type of ride. But I think the problem is I was on that 1250 RT BMW, and I know that it's not the same. It's not a cruiser. But basically, what I can do with that cruiser, as far as being comfortable, having more confidence on the bike, twisties, okay, where's the freeway? Let's see, power, let's see, what else? Now, maybe the passenger may feel more comfortable on matter of fact, I know they would, on a Pursuit than a 1250 RT. It's just a different type of motorcycle. The RPMs, it redlines at 6,000 on the RPMs. you know, I'm at this bike Redlands at 12. I mean, we're the only time I'm in 6,000 RPMs is when I am maybe in the city, you know, doing city driving. So it's a different life. It's a different type of bike. But I'm glad I rode it because I'm not sold on it now. Actually, it made me kind of think I want to get the BMW 1250 RT. But can you guys do me a favor? Put down in the comments, let me know what you think. If you've ever been on a sports bike and you switched to a cruiser, let me know your experience. Or if you haven't, if you've just been on a cruiser your whole time and you're checking out my channel because the logarithms brought you to this video because of the bike I'm riding.